everyone, today I'm going to be filming a video all about how you can find your perfect prom dress. And this is video number 1 in a prom series I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be filming videos on makeup, hair, and kind of all things prom. So if you have any requests for this series, leave them down below this video. But as I said, today's going to be about how you find your perfect dress, because we are now at the beginning of April. Proms are usually around June, and so if you haven't found your dress yet, now is the time. And I'm going to be sharing with you my tips and tricks for how to find your perfect prom dress. Now, disclaimer, I am not a stylist, and I'm not even going to pretend that I'm a stylist. So I'm not going to be sharing with you advice on body type or dress colors for your skin tone or anything like that. There are so many videos out there about that, and they're from actual stylists who know what they're talking about, so I'm going to leave it to them. And I'm going to link some of my favorite of those videos down below, but you can just Google it. It's pretty simple to find. What I'm going to be talking about today is, once you figured out what you really want, where do you find it? So the first thing that I want to talk about is budget. It's so important to figure out what your budget is. I mean, a lot of you girls are probably going to college starting up in the fall, and we don't all have the luxury of having an unlimited budget for our high school prom. So you really want to figure out what it is early, and remember, there are a lot of things to factor in. You have to factor in your ticket, your dress, your shoes, a spray tan if you're going to get one, mani and petties, if you're going to take a limo to prom, if you're getting your hair and makeup done, or if you need to buy any makeup or hair tools or anything to do it yourself. So factor all of those in the budget and figure out how much you can spend before, because you don't want to get in that awful situation where you can't actually afford what you bought. And you also don't want to look for something that's way outside your budget, fall in love with it, and then can't find something cheaper. So really figure out what you can spend before you start looking. The second thing is inspiration, and as I said, I'm not going to talk to you about the perfect dress for your body type or any of that kind of stuff, but check out those videos before you start shopping, because you want to know what will look good on you, and you don't want to fall in love with a type of dress that eventually just will kind of look not great. That said, find something that you really love, that you think is just awesome, and that you really want to wear. We all now can look back at our prom dress. I am now 25, so I went to prom 7 years ago, so I'm getting old now. But I can now look back at my pictures and kind of see where I was at that time of my life. I wore a lime green dress, and it had the bubbles in it, which was really popular at the time. It was cocktail length, and I just loved that dress. And it's funny to look back at now because it's not something I'd ever wear today, but that's what's fun about it. That's what makes a prom dress, is that it's very specific to that time period, it's very trendy, it's very young, and it's something I loved. So definitely wear something you really like. If you're looking for something classic that you can wear a gazillion more times after prom, you're probably not going to wear it after prom. I mean, how many formal events do we have to go to? And if you are a shopaholic, you'll want to reshop for those formal events. Not to mention, if they're anything past a year after your prom, you may not fit into that dress, or you may have spilt something on it, or you just may not like the style anymore. So just get something that you're actually going to love on the day, and you're going to look back on pictures and be like, that is an awesome dress. I could never wear that now, but I'm so glad I have the pictures to prove that I wore it once upon a time. And where can you find inspiration? You can go to magazines, of course, like always, Polyvore. I love Pinterest, and I'm going to insert some of my favorite inspiration pictures for right now, where if I were shopping for prom today, what I would love. And I actually have a prom board on my Pinterest, so I'm going to link that board down below if you're interested. But I think that Pinterest is such an amazing way to find the right dress, or to find inspiration at least, and print out that inspiration and bring it to the store with you, so you're not kind of bewildered by the glitter and the glam and the sparkles and the gems and the colors when you get in there. You know exactly what you're looking for, you don't spend hours, and you don't end up buying something that you later think, oh, damn it, I wish I had bought something else, because it really wasn't what I was looking for. Now, where do you actually buy the items, what you came to watch this video for? So first, of course, you can go to a prom boutique. They've got a bunch out there. That's where I found my dress. And if you're not sure what boutiques you have in your area, ask around, because all the girls in your year or their older sisters all did the prom thing. They shopped at those boutiques. The reason why I found the boutique that my dress was at was because I went with another girl and her mom prom dress shopping, and she didn't even go to the same school as me. So I was able to go to a prom dress store that was about 40 minutes outside of my hometown. So that was awesome. So definitely kind of ask around, figure out what stores everyone else is going to. Boutiques tend to be more expensive, but they do have discount racks. That's where I found my dress. Next is you can custom make your dress. And I know that the custom thing is kind of like, oh, I don't have the money for custom, but you can actually get custom dresses for not too expensive. I really like the website seambliss.com. I think they are awesome. And the whole idea behind that site is that you have clients and you have designers, and you would be a client as the person who wanted a dress made. So you go onto the website, you propose a project, so you say, I want a hot pink dress in a satin fabric, I want it to be this length, I want it to be this kind of shape, here are a few inspiration pictures, and I want to spend this much money, and I want it for this date. And then designers who have also signed onto the website can peruse through the projects and find the stuff that they think they'd be really good at making. And they propose their kind of counter offer to you. You end up working with the designer and eventually come up with an agreement that works for both of you, and you get the dress made. Now, I haven't actually gotten an item made from Seambliss, so I can't speak to that part of it, but I do know that they are a really great website, they're reputable, and I have proposed projects and gotten designers talking to me back, and it's absolutely free to propose a project, and there's kind of no commitment. You don't have to create the dress even if designers are talking to you. It's only if you actually agree to partner with them that you obviously have to pay for the dress. So seambliss.com is awesome, and I'm going to link everything down below for them. If you don't do custom, you don't do boutique, of course you can go to high street shops, Forever 21, H&M, they all have prom-like dresses. So go and check those stores out, especially if you're on a lower budget. And remember, you don't need something super high quality. You're probably only going to wear it for a few hours, one night, and never wear it again. So just get something you love, don't worry about it costing a fortune. And the last place is discount stores, so either online or in-store. So online, gilt.com is a really good one. I know there are a few others. I'll link a few down below. I'm kind of drawing a bit of a blank. But in store, there's Winners in Canada and Marshalls in the States, TJ Maxx, they also have Marshalls in the States. So you can go to those kind of places and discount shop. Now remember, you can and probably should get your dress altered. It's the very specific woman that has the perfect body shape that can fit into one of the dresses that are on the mannequin. I know for me, I've got a much smaller top than I do bottom, much smaller, so unless the dress is kind of meant to be, I don't know, looser up top, I find that I have to get my dresses altered because I just can't fit into something that's a size 8 up top as well as I would on bottom, for example. So don't be afraid to go and get your dresses altered. You absolutely should get your dresses altered. Go to someone you trust if you have a family member, or you can go to a seamstress. And if you're buying online, make sure that you measure yourself before buying anything online so you have your measurements while you're shopping. And then if you find something that doesn't suit your measurements, you can print that out, show it to your seamstress and say, listen, this is what I want to buy. I haven't bought it yet. Can you alter this to my body type? And they can tell you if it's alterable. Most things are, but that way, you know, you don't buy something, bring it to the seamstress and she goes, I can't help you. So those are kind of the tips and tricks to shopping online and making sure you find the size that fits you the best. Now last, a quick note about shoes. Girls, do not buy shoes you cannot walk in. Nothing looks more silly than a girl walking around like she's wearing stilts. You don't want to wear shoes that are too high. And I know the 6-inch stiletto pump beautiful shoe, you know, looks gorgeous when it's sitting there, but I can't walk in it at 25. So choose something that you can walk in, you can dance in, that you look natural in, and that are comfortable. And if that means it's a kitten heel, then it's a kitten heel. If it means it's 3 inches, 4 inches, that's kind of my comfort zone, then that's what it means. And no, you may not have the 6-inch gorgeous stiletto, but you'll look better if you don't walk around like, you know, you're a newborn giraffe. So definitely make sure you buy something you can actually walk in. That's more important than the high shoe. And also break it in before you go to prom so you don't have awful blisters on the day of. And make sure you bring some band-aids just in case you get a little blister. But walk around in the shoes around your house or even around your neighborhood a few times before you actually go to prom so they're nice and broken in and you're not uncomfortable while you're there. So that's it for my how to find your perfect dress. I hope that this video helped you. Again, leave any requests for future prom series videos down in the comment section down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!